After many years of being out of the sim racing game, Logitech has finally put their act together and created their first ever direct drive racing wheel. With Thrustmaster and Fanatec in its sights, Logitech has introduced the G Pro racing wheel. And in this video I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk you through its features as well as its price point and my general opinion of this product. Now, let's get into the video. Starting off, we're going to kick off with the wheel specs. Unlike its competitors from like Fanatec, and apparently Thrustmaster have one in the works, but we haven't heard much about that. It is currently the most powerful of the entry-level budget direct drive wheels, I believe, producing a whopping 12 Nm of torque, which is 4 Nm more than the top of the range CSL DD and Fanatec DD Pro wheels. What I also think is really cool is that you also get gear shifts as well as dual clutch paddles. So rather than paying extra for those sort of paddles that you would find on like a Fanatec wheel, it comes as standard with the Logitech one, which is definitely a very neat feature. Then obviously, as well as some other wheel specs, it looks beautiful in my opinion. I think it's a very nice looking wheel. Very simplistic, it doesn't look toy-like like the previous Logitech wheels. I know that was a critique. And if you look at the Fanatec DD Pro wheel like I have here with the original Gran Turismo wheel, although I like it, it's very useful, it is a bit of a mess. Like there's buttons everywhere and it can be a little bit dodgy at times. It looks from the pictures a lot bigger than the base of the DD Pro, but I can imagine that because it's probably a bigger motor and therefore it's the reason why it produces more power. It also comes with a quick release, and like when you get the Fanatec DD1 wheels or DD2 wheels, it has an OLED display, so you can adjust your settings through that. Very useful, I must say. Let's move on to the pedals. I'm just going to stress this right now, the pedals are not included with the wheel itself, you have to buy them separately. This is a bold move, considering there's only one set of pedals available, although these Logitech pedals that you get, I cannot remember the name of them off the top of my head, you're probably going to see it in the video somewhere. They are load cell braking. Great. And you also get your 3 pedals and your clutch. It's also tunable, like you get your own grease and you get little types of footies or little devices that you can use to like adjust the stiffness of the pedals and stuff like that. So yeah, tunable wheels, and it's basically the Club Sport V3 pedals, but it appears to be a little bit more affordable as well. Now let's move on to the big one, the price. We all know that Logitech are like budget friendly. They make great products. I've had my experience with Logitech products. Like I've had 2 Logitech wheels and both of them were great. Like they're fantastic entry level wheels, budget friendly, and a great overall package. Great fit and finish, all that stuff. As for the price, the Logitech G Pro racing wheel on its own will set you back €1,000. The pedals are an additional €350.
What? What the fuck?
So this whole set will set you back €1,350, which could be unattainable to a lot of people, and I totally agree. It is a ridiculous amount of money to be spending on a virtual racing wheel. For comparison, I got an 8 Nm DD Pro base. I went to the Fanatec website and just like went through kind of entry level-ish sort of setup, that how much it would set you back if you were willing to do the same, or kind of get to the same degree as what the Logitech are offering, and I got €969 was my final pricing. As for other brands, I'll be honest, it didn't look. It's just, I think Fanatec are who Logitech have their sights on, and rightfully so. Like they've been the alleged benchmark for years. Everyone praises Fanatec. Like they're a fantastic wheels. In fact, the one I have, it's a great wheel. Now, other than that, let's move on to what I genuinely think of this wheel. This wheel, being brutally honest, has took me by surprise. And when I read the specs on it, I was genuinely blown away. And I myself was kind of thinking, damn, maybe I should have invested in a Logitech wheel. Although after looking up on it more, doing my research for this video, I have been left asking myself the question, should Fanatec be worried? My answer is kinda. From a spec standpoint, with the wheel itself, definitely. Like it's definitely a greater wheelbase than what Fanatec has offered. Logitech, I think, has one ace up its sleeve though, as well as this mega wheelbase, which, although for 1,000, like, it's a lot of money obviously, but I do think that for a first attempt with Logitech, they obviously put a lot more money and a lot more investment into this. And like, you're getting all of these optional features that not a lot of people would bother installing on the Fanatec wheel as standard, so obviously you're going to increase the price up of that. Another thing with Logitech is, like I just mentioned there, everything is included. Fanatec seems to create a great product, put it down and go, right, what can we take off this so we can then charge people more in the long run? Logitech's ecosystem here and like their customer support and everything is definitely better than Fanatec's. Like, Fanatec, obviously, they make great products, don't get me wrong, but I mean, they expect you to pay big money for one thing and then you have to add more money on top of that already expensive thing to make it as perfect as it should be. But yeah, I think Fanatec probably shouldn't be too worried due to the money side of things, because I think a lot of people are just going to buy the entry level one because it's a cheap and affordable way into direct drive racing. But yeah, that is my overall opinion of the Logitech G Pro wheel. I think this is a great wheel overall. I'm very impressed by it. But more importantly, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is a good wheel? Do you guys think that this could be a new benchmark? And are you going to get one? Let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you all very soon.